Ravi hadn't spoken in days, not to anyone, not even to himself. The classroom was empty now. Summer break had come. The children were gone, but their voices still echoed somewhere in the corners of his mind. Laughter that used to matter, silence that now filled every part of him. He sat on the old temple path, notebook in hand, staring at the river he once loved to teach beside. He came here each morning, not to pray, not to think, just to sit, and maybe forget that he didn't feel useful anymore. A child had left behind this notebook, half-drawn suns, crooked letters, a little heart on the last page. It stayed with him like a whisper of a time when he meant something, maybe. "Why do you come here?" The voice was sudden, small, a boy, dust on his knees, bag across his back, eyes too old for his age. He sat beside Ravi without waiting for an answer. "I come here when my head hurts, not outside, inside." The boy picked up a stone and tossed it into the water. It barely made a sound. "I think the river listens." Ravi blinked. The boy didn't ask his name. Didn't care what Ravi did for a living. He just kept throwing stones, talking like silence was his friend. "Do you talk to it?" he asked. Ravi looked down. "I used to," he said, voice thin. "Maybe you should again," the boy said. Then he stood and walked off. No goodbye, just left him there surrounded by ripples. The next day, Ravi whispered to the river, just a few words. "I'm still here," he said. It wasn't much, but it made his chest ache a little less. The day after that, he told the river about the little girl who once gave him a flower during class, and the boy who couldn't read until he did. His stories were soft, like breath, like the dust on old chalkboards. He didn't know if the river listened, but he kept speaking, and with each word, the weight began to shift. Not gone, but lighter, like a stone held in water. Some mornings the boy would return, sit with him, say nothing, just toss rocks. It was enough, more than enough. Ravi started bringing 2 guavas, one for himself, one for the boy. No one said thank you. It wasn't needed. One morning, a woman stopped him near the banyan tree. "You were my teacher," she said, holding a child by the hand. "You once told me I was brave." She placed a folded drawing in his hand, a river, a sun. "Now I teach." She smiled, walked away. Ravi stood there, quiet. His fingers shook, but for the first time in years, his soul felt still. That evening, he returned to the river. The sun was low. Light danced on the water like an old song. He sat, whispered one last thing. "Thank you." The wind moved. The river flowed. He didn't need the silence to leave. He had learned to sit inside it and be whole again. We don't always need answers. Sometimes we just need a place to speak and someone or something to stay with us while we do. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more stories like this.